My name's Barber, and you're watching eTown.
Walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. There ain't nothing in the world that's quite as good. She's like a drug that'll make you feel better than you should. I was walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Met her in the prairie and I followed her out east. Met her in the prairie and I followed her out east. Lord knows that I'd go anywhere to run my fingers through her long dark hair. I met her in the prairie, I followed her out east. Gonna give her all my money, give her all my care, I guess. Gonna give her my money, give her all my care. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry, gonna walk the road together, watch the years fly by. Gotta give her my money, give her all my care. But her daddy's got his rifle propped up against the frame of the door. Damn. Her daddy's got his rifle propped up against the frame of the door. Gonna make him trust, gonna make him believe, gonna keep that barrel right out of my teeth. Her daddy's got his rifle propped up against the frame of the door. Unfortunately, that's what you call a true story, you know? I got hired to fix 10 miles of barbed wire fence in western Manitoba for this rancher. He had 300 head of purebred Charolais cows, beautiful big white monsters, you know. I was in his living room after a long day of work. I was trying to convince him I was interested in just one of his 5 daughters, you know. This is where the story maybe gets a little bit archetypal for you. He just looked over at that little puny .22 caliber rifle he had. Where I grew up in southern Manitoba, .22 is like no big deal. It's like a step away from a BB gun, you know. It's like my cousin calls the .22 a sore butt. I'm just like, but he'd look over at that little .22. And he'd look back at me, and a smile began to creep across the corner of his mouth. I was in trouble. I don't know if you're anything like I am out there, but if you get yourself into trouble, and you're like me, you just start saying anything you can to get yourself out of the trouble you're in. You know? But if that trouble gets really bad, you start believing the things you never should have said in the first place, you know? You start saying things like, someday I might buy that country girl a ring. Sure, baby. Someday I might buy that country girl one of them fancy $5,000 15 paycheck fairly traded diamond rings. You know, love, I was thinking maybe we get a dog instead of getting married. What do you think? Well, she wants a little house in a prairie town to raise us a family, grow some roots way down. Gotta buy that country girl a ring. Walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. There ain't nothing in the world that's quite as good. She's like a drug that'll make you feel better than you should. I was walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Just walking downtown with a country girl on my arm. Thanks a lot.